Hello, my name is Chrissy and this is Tai Chi class. This class is brought to you by the YMCA of Greater Michiana. This class is for all fitness levels. If you can breathe and you can move a part of your body, you can do this. Keep in mind, if you ever feel any pain when you move in life or during a class or anything, pain means stop. That's not working for your body. That's how your body tells you something's wrong. So just keep that in mind. You can make a motion smaller or stop it and do something different. That works. So for this class, barefoot or shoes, sit or stand, water nearby. Let's get started. We're going to start by laying a foundation of breathing. So we're going to stand or sit comfortably with soft knees and relax the shoulders down. Yes, here we are, finally, a place where we can connect with ourselves. So let's take the first few minutes of self-care of this class to take some deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Often when we breathe in life, our breathing is shallow and it comes from the top of the chest. Instead here, let's breathe into our bellies. So we're going to take our fingers and do a little test here. Breathe out, the fingertips touch as your belly button sinks back to your spine. As you breathe in, the belly expands and the fingertips come apart. Try a few of those. Relaxing the shoulders. Letting our chest and back expand as well. Relaxing the arms, but continuing the breath. In and out through the nose as much as we can. Lengthening our breath. A few more deep breaths, as big as we can make them, nice and slow and long. Pushing all the air out. One more time. And gently opening the hands, stepping the feet. Let's call this shaking it out. Settling our feet back in. Next, we're going to just add simple arm movements with the breath. So as we breathe in, arms will come up to shoulder height. Then we bend the elbows and the hands drift downward. This is called sinking the chi. Breathing in as our arms rise. Breathing out as they come down. Breathe in. Breathe out. And now we turn inward to connect our own breath to our own movements. You won't go perfectly with me probably because you're a different person. So be yourself and move with the power and the pace of your own breath and your own body. Reaching up a little higher maybe. Maybe pulling down a little lower. Eyes follow the hands. Let's do it one more time. And then arms rest at the sides. And we open our armpits here as if there are golf balls there, just to keep our arms open so energy can flow through the body freely. And shaking it out when you're ready. And one more kind of breath. We've done the sinking the chi. We reached higher. That was called drawing down the heavens. Next, let's do a 3 treasures breath. Arms will drift up gently, but then they come down toward the earth. Lift toward the chest, then palms come out and upward overhead. And back down. Up through the middle again. This is earth at the bottom, man, woman at chest, and heaven. Those are the 3 treasures. Earth, man, woman, heaven. Breathe out. Breathe in as you bring the energy up. Breathe out. And one more time. And coming to rest with our hands resting downward or our hands at prayer. Before we leave this opening time, closing our eyes as we wish to say a brief prayer, anything worrying us, anything blocking us from really being present with ourselves at this time. Let it go. Be at peace. And relax, shake it out. Let's get moving a little bit. We'll start walking and swinging the arms, creating some movement. And notice from the side view that my arms swing together. And that's important for opening up the shoulders and the chest, loosening things up. If we're feeling perky, this can get bigger. If we need a rest, this can be restorative and more gentle. This is a customizable workout for you. So we're going to do a couple more movements to warm up. And then we'll be doing some of the 18 Buddha hands today. Those are some great movements from the world of Qigong. And they're about 15 centuries old. Pretty exciting. After those today, we'll just take a brief break and then head back into our Tai Chi movements that we started last week. If you couldn't join me last week, no worries. Now's a great time. All right, just let this walk drift slowly to a stop. Take a few breaths at rest or with the arms, your choice. Beautiful. When you're ready and you're feeling settled again, feet come out a little wider. And we're going to lift the heel and come up tall through a shining heart. shining forward, letting the arms drift. So those arms go wherever they will. Good, now plant the feet and stretch your spine up tall. Bring this movement from the waist. So this is called turning the heavenly pillar. And next we're going to add something called knocking on the door of life. So let your arms swing and slap your body. So I'll turn around so you can see I'm slapping with the back of the hand on either side of the small of my back. That's called knocking on the door of life. So this is therapeutic movements and impact. Be gentle, but give it a good little slap. Just keep breathing through it. Front hand can go to what we call the lung point. So the heel of the hand slapping in between the chest and the shoulder. Moving a little closer so you can see that better. It should feel pretty good. You're getting that lymph node. This is called the immunity point to boost the immune system. Keep driving it from the waist. Now, option for the feet here is to pivot on the heel and open the whole side of the body if that feels a little better to you. And one more thing, that top hand can go over the shoulder or wherever it reaches. So now we're seeing how far we can go. Keep breathing. And then let the arms drift, plant the feet. Wow, we really stirred some things up there. When we come to a stop, we'll just stay here and breathe. A few deep breaths. Beautiful. So shake it out. One more thing. Let's get some hip circles in here. We're going to come around in a circle. Cracking and popping, that's okay. Pain is not. So when you're ready, pause and reverse it. One more circle. Feel free to shake that out a little. Let's take 3 deep breaths to finish our warm-up time, and then we'll get a little drink of water if we need it. We are going to sink the chi, or draw down the heavens, or 3 treasures. Up to you. 3 deep breaths. And rest. Beautiful. So if you need anything, go ahead and get it real quick. We're going to do the 18 Buddha hands, starting at the beginning. So each of the Buddha hands has a chapter, and there is 1 or more moves in the chapter. We're going to do 4 or 5 chapters today out of the 18. This will get us nice and loose and warmed up. It's a great workout in itself. So the Buddha hands The number 1 chapter is called Immortal Salutes with Folded Hands. Bring the feet together or as close as you can manage and feel stable when you're moving your arms around, okay? You don't want to fall down here. Feel free to go close to a chair or a wall just to try it out. We need loose fists underneath the armpits. These fists are going to come out and we turn the thumbs so they're down, revolve hands so the palms are up, and pull in. Fists come out to shoulder height, revolve hands, and pull in. Exhale out. Breathe in as you bring them in. Each movement we perform about 8 times. Let's do one more of these. Keep the fist here. Breathe out. Next, we'll take the fist overhead as we breathe in. And then bending at the waist, bring the fist in toward the body and down toward the ground. At the bottom, revolve hands. Draw up through the front of the body and overhead. So as we bend over, we're careful. We bend our knees as we need to. Revolve hands at the bottom. Drawing those fists back up. Eyes looking up. So we're respecting our backs and our legs as we come down. Revolving those hands and strongly stacking the spine back upward. Keeping our breath moving. And remembering we can move at our own pace. Exhaling down. And inhaling up. One more time. And the arms will stay at the top, overhead. Palms toward the sky and fingertips toward each other. Relax the shoulders and breathe deeply. This is our standing posture, and each chapter closes with a standing posture. Relax the arms and shake it out. That was chapter 1. So if you're feeling unsettled, take a breath or 2. And next we do chapter 2, called Warrior King Lifts the Cauldron. So we start in a horse stance. Toes will come outward, and we'll decide how deep to take it because we have to hold it in this downward position. Make sure the hips are strongly tucked under a bit, and we're coming to prayer. Exhale. Inhale, open the arms, palms outward, and exhale, palms to chest. So feel free to bring the stance higher for less pressure on the leg muscles. Or you can go as deeply as you would like to go. Feel the beautiful energy as you push gently and bring together your palms. Last one. Bringing the legs up and taking the fists backs toward each other. So actually bring those out. We're going to take the cauldron down, bend the knees, fists revolve, draw up, elbows outward, bend the knees, release, bring it up. Warrior King lifts the cauldron. So you decide how low. Explore. Breathe out as you come down. Breathing in. In our standing posture, arms come overhead, fingertips fall outward, and we bend the knees. Release. Chapter 2 is done. Gently bring the feet closer, shake that out. Take a few breaths as you need, arms or no arms, just like we did earlier. Good. Chapter 3 is called Thrust Flowers Left and Right. And there's a lot going on here. So just pick your options and give it a try. So feet are going to come close and we have loose fists at the waist. We're going to step to the left gently in a lunge and the hands are going to push this direction. So notice how my toes are facing this direction here. Revolve hands and come back to where we started. Same way. So we step out and we look away from the hands. As we pull it in, we look the other direction. That's a lot to do at once, so feel free to just keep watching me look forward, get those feet and those arms. Breathe out. Breathe in. Let's try one more. Good. Feel free to rest a little bit before we go the other direction. We'll be stepping out to the right this time. Try that. Push. Revolve hands and come back. Making the steps smaller is great if you feel yourself unsteady as you step and come backward. Try making the step a little smaller. Push, exhale. Pull, we inhale. And one more time. Out and back in. Next move, we take the feet out to that horse stance and come comfortably down. Our arms will start to pump from the shoulders. It gets a little freer and a little quicker. And we just keep breathing through it. slow it down and bring those legs up. Good. And one more thing for the thrust flowers left and right chapter, we're going to be taking a bow to the side. So let's take our left foot out, left hand to the waist and right hand overhead, and we bend at the waist down toward this leg, and then we rise up and our bellies face front. Turn the belly toward the leg and come down, rise, and then the chest faces front. So you'll feel that standing leg, that knee will bend as you come down and your hips will come back. Then you rise. So how's your breathing going? Exhale down. Inhale, rise. Two more. And let that rest. Let's go to the other side. All right, that right foot comes out, right arm girds the waist, left overhead. Take a bow and rise with your strength. Keep breathing. Let's do two more, one or two, depending how you're feeling. Good. And our standing posture, there's one on both sides. So turn to the side, and your back foot comes forward a little bit. We're going to push the front hand toward the back wall, palm shining toward the back wall. Other hand, that back hand, shines toward the ceiling. Let's breathe here. And relax that. We'll do it on the other side, so simply turn the other way. Front hand pushes across at the waist, it shines back. Mine's shining back to the backyard through the window. And then we take the other one up overhead. Breathe deeply. And relax. Chapter 3, we did it. Next we'll do chapter 4. Take a couple breaths if you like. Chapter 4 of the 18 Buddha hands. It's called Old Tree, Sturdy Roots. So for the first time, we're going to cross our legs. So let's start by taking the left foot behind or cross the right. Our fists come to the left side of the waist. We take our hands across, we turn our waist, we revolve hands, and pull it back. We're feeling free to adjust the position of the feet a little farther apart if we need to keep our balance. We breathe out as we push. We breathe in as we pull. And One more time. The arms rest and the feet uncross. Other side, yes. This time take the right foot behind, cross it. Get as tight as you can manage, but still keep your balance. Try moving those arms over there and make sure you're okay. All right, the arms come strongly to our sides, and we push. Breathe out. Breathe in. And maybe one more time. Release the arms, uncross the legs. Good. So one more movement in this chapter. Take the left foot behind. We're bringing the kneecap into the other knee crux, or as close as you can get. So I'll turn to the side so you can see. Knee inside knee, and as low as you can is where your lower body will stay. You can just stagger the feet and bend your knees. Okay? So let's try that. And then these arms, start a nice side-to-side swing. Staying tall through the chest. The swing gets a little freer. And slowly let those arms stop, stand, release. All right, other foot behind. Stagger that or bring knee inside knee. As low as you can manage. And start that swing. And release it. Come up, shake it out. Standing posture. Feet together, hands out at the shoulders. Turn your hands slightly inward, like you're framing a photograph, and breathe deeply. And release. Beautiful job. Let's stop there with the 18 Buddha hands today. Take a little break, take a couple breaths. Shake it out, get some water, whatever you need, before we dive into our Tai Chi exercises and movements. We're going to do what we did last week and build on that a little bit. Good. All right, so Tai Chi, all about movement, balance. So we're going to play with that a little bit today. I don't want you to get hung up on the details. As long as you have that foundation of breathing as you move, that is where the real change starts to happen. I can tell you all the technical reasons why that science has proven, but that's not why you're here. Trust me, it works. So our feet are hip width or a little closer. We relax those shoulders down. It feels like we have a heavy bottom, as if we have a big dinosaur tail coming down and hitting the earth that grounds us. And our shoulders just come down And again, those golf ball armpits as much as we can remember. So take a few breaths here. Good, our first move will be opening the door. So arms come to front, we lift them up to shoulder height like they're heavy, and then lightly bring them back towards us and down. Up and down. Breathe in as we rise, breathe out as they come down. So from the side, come toward yourself and down, like you're petting the back of two large cats. This movement is called opening the door. 2 more times. Good, feel free to shake that out. Next, we have embrace the earth. So bring the arms up to shoulder height. Fingertips are away from each other. This is a very classic stance for meditation. Just try to feel some openness through your shoulders here. We'll move with this. We'll expand, breathe in, breathe out. So here we are at Embrace the Moon. Expand, breathe out, relax. Let's come to the earth again. Breathe in, come open, and exhale. Take one hand underneath, palm up, and the other caps embracing the moon. Again, open the arms, and then we'll reverse that. We'll put the other arm on bottom. We're embracing the moon. Think about expanding and contracting as you breathe from your belly. Exhale, embrace. Inhale, open. Focusing our power into that moon. One more time. And resting. Let's put all that together. Maybe take a breath. Ready to open the door? Arms up. Bring it towards us. One more time. Embrace the earth. When you're ready, breathe in, open the arms. Embrace the moon. Left hand under. Right hand under. One more time each side. Good. Open here. Come back to embracing the moon with the left hand on the bottom. Next, we'll learn parting the wild horse's mane. So this left hand is going to come out to the side while the right one comes down to hip height or so. And then embrace the moon with the other arm on the bottom. And then it's almost like swiping right in the middle of your lower arm and a point there, but not quite touching. So as we stroke the wild horse's mane, that's where you're going to be going, right? So here, as this arm comes up, this other one swipes, and you end up here. Again, this bottom hand, palm flips up, cap that moon, part the wild horse's mane, bring that moon back, part the wild horse's mane and bring the moon back. Good. As you come here, stop here a second. Shift your weight to that left foot and gaze toward the upraised hand. Good. And bring it back. Exhale. Inhale. Other side. Exhale, moon. One more time each side. And relax. Let's give those arms a little break, shall we? We're going to do some footwork now. 3 different steps that we will add to parting the wild horse's mane, and then the rest of our Tai Chi moves for today. Let's start with empty step today. Shift your weight to your right foot, and then simply put your other foot out, that left foot, and switch. Even weight between the feet. Shift, put most of your weight on the left leg, and the right foot comes out. And switch. And again, move those arms however you like. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. So this is playtime. I want you to feel a connection between your stepping and your breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. And one more. Great. Next is our T step, shifting our weight, lifting our knee. So we're putting our feet like a letter T. Kind of hard to see here, but the toes will point outward and the heel will come toward that instep. You're gonna lift the heel. This is your T step. Your hips are gonna wanna turn to the side, but try to keep them squared front. T step, back to neutral. Shift your weight, put your foot pointed outward, lift that heel. However that works for you. T step, neutral. T step, neutral. T step, neutral. Whenever you do a step in Tai Chi, make sure that knee stays soft on that standing leg. Good. So how do we use this? Embrace the moon with the left hand on the bottom. Whatever hand's on the bottom, that's the leg that makes the T step. That's the leg that's about to move. Try that on the other side. Right hand on the bottom, right leg goes to T step, and neutral. And switch. And neutral. And switch. And neutral. Good. We've done the empty step. We've done the T step. And the last one for today is that bow step. It's a lunge, but we call it a bow step. So we've got the T step, right? We're going to take our heel down and basically lunge with our foot flat, bend that knee, shift our weight back, and come back to neutral. Other side. From the T step, heel down, and turn towards the outstretched leg there, and neutral. A couple more from the T step, the bow step, and the T step, the bow step. Let's go to playtime, shall we? Arms are gonna come wherever. I like to push them when I do the bow step. Good. And shake it out. Beautiful. If you need a little drink of water, quick break, and then we're going to put the arms of parting the wild horse's mane along with the stepping. And then we'll try to move on through a few more Tai Chi moves that you probably have seen done before. But now you get to do them. All right. So taking this from a T-step with an embrace the moon. Left hand on the bottom. Parting the wild horse's mane, arms, bow step, shift. This bottom hand palm up as you come to neutral with your moon. Other side, T-step. You swipe and you make that bow step. Shift it back and moon. Today, just keep breathing as you move. Good. Sometimes I just step out. I'll try to make that T-step a little more pronounced. Do what works for you. One more time each side. Good. From here, we're going to do an empty step and white crane spreads wings. So white crane arms, open, and then this bottom hand makes the bottom part of the moon, and then they swipe and open the other way. So like we said before, whatever hand's on the bottom, that's the foot that's going to move. So shift your weight, move that left foot open, close, shift your weight, move that right foot, and close. Breathe in, close. White crane spreads wings. Imagine you have big, beautiful wings, and you have to set each feather in place. Good. And rest here. Beautiful job. We've done so many things. Let's put it all together. Get ready to open the door. Arms up. In and down. One more time. Arms. Hold the earth. Expand. Embrace the moon. Expand. Embrace the moon. One more time. After this moon, we'll T-step. We're going to parting the wild horse's mane. Moon, T-step. Let's do it again. One more time each side. Parting the wild horse's mane. From embrace the moon, we do white crane. And one more time. Beautiful. Shake that out. Next, brush knee and push. So from the moon, it comes out away from the body, but still a little roundness in the arms, and the moon shrinks. And we flip it over and take it behind us. Okay, so the arms behind. Top hand is gonna brush the knee. So just try that, brush your thigh at this point. Okay, top hand's gonna brush. Back hand is going to say hello and push across. Let's bring that back hand back and that front hand back. Back to that little moon behind you. Brush, push. Shift your weight back and push across as you shift it forward. Shift it back, shift it across. Good. Let's just play with that on the other side of the body, okay? So we have the moon that we'll take to this side. So your front arm is on top, and that back arm is into the body a little bit. That front arm's gonna swipe, so try that. Just swipe your front thigh. Lightly brush, brush. Good, and that back arm pushes. My joke is this is the queen wave, right? But instead of waving, we push. Shift your weight forward and across and back. One more time. Good. You can stay with that, or you can actually lift your leg and take a bow step out to corner. Let's try that if you like to add on for brush, knee, and push. So front arm on top, take it behind you. Shift your weight to your back leg. Lift this one. Bow step. Bring it back. The T-step, bow step here. Or keep the feet in place once you step out and just do those arms. One more time. And shake it out. Let's try the other side. We know we want to try the other side, right? And one side might not work as well as the other, so just register that. Just know that about your body. That's okay. Shift your weight to that back leg. We brush knee and push. Let's reset. Lift that foot or leave it down. Eyes follow that moving back hand. Let's do two more. Good, shake that out, beautiful. We've done so many things already, let's add one more. Wave hands like clouds. So, take a deep breath or two. We'll do the arms today, we'll add the feet next time. So for wave hands like clouds, you had your moon, right? So this time, shift your hands so your thumbs are up. And all of a sudden, you're looking at your palms, okay? Whatever hand's on top, you're gonna turn your waist toward that direction. When you get to the side and you can't go any farther, the bottom hand goes to the top, and the top hand comes to the bottom. Turn at the waist to the other side. Then switch. Bottom hand switches at the top, and turn. So eyes follow that top hand. And this is called wave hands like clouds. So shift your weight towards where you're moving. Keep breathing. One more time, each side. Bring it to center. Open the arms. Embrace the earth. One more time. Big breath, open. Embrace the earth. Palms toward the ground. Let them drift. Stay here and breathe. We're finished with our Tai Chi for the day. We'll close with some deep breaths. Beautiful. So keep in mind that one of our main focuses with these types of practices is to connect with ourselves, to learn to speak the language of our own bodies. So let's take a few breaths before we stop our time together. Comfortably sit or stand. You can sync the chi as you breathe. Draw down the heavens or three treasures breath. Two more big breaths. Closing the eyes for just a few seconds as we wish. Returning to our prayer, our word of hope. May you have peace. May you have joy. We close our practice sending honor to each other. Feet close, right fist to left palm. Thank you for joining me. You just completed Tai Chi with Chrissy. See you next week.